Millionaires create people to do the jobs for them. Billionaires create systems.
If you do not put in the work, you will not get the results.
Me and Gavin started actually focusing on just systems, nothing else. Didn't care about profit, losses, nothing like that. We just cared about how to systemize everything.
We saved up quite a lot of money, but we didn't know what to do with the money.
He's making £6,000-7,000 in revenue per month. He's making 2-3 grand extra in profit wise for himself. And now he's going on holidays. You can't get in touch with the guy because he's always on holidays. That's the power of Airbnb if it's done right.
And in business, what do you need to make it successful? Speed.
It's sleepless nights, there's a lot of headache, things running through your head. It's non-stop, it just keeps going and going and going. Even when I go to sleep, sometimes you can't sleep because you're thinking about how can I make this better. It's just constant.
Welcome to the first episode of Property Talk podcast with GK Alpha. My name's Gavin.
My name's Kush.
And we're going to be talking about all things property. So we're really excited. Kush, how are you feeling?
Yeah, first time doing a podcast. I've never really done, well, I have done podcasts before, but this is our own first one, which is really, really good.
Yeah.
So I think the best way to start is basically who we are and what we actually do. So
absolutely.
Obviously GK Alpha, we've been running for 3 years and we're a property management company in London, but we also cater for all around the UK as well. We manage 10 plus properties now and we're looking to basically expand and get much more wider range with our management and perfecting it really.
Yeah, and how do you feel like our property journey is going so far?
It's a roller coaster. It's very, very, it can be ups and downs, but some really, really good stuff going on now. We've got some big stuff in the pipeline as well, which is really, really good. So hopefully we're just getting everything systemized to get to the next level, which is something that we're looking to take on. And I think we've just been building our businesses from the background. Behind the cameras, behind everything, systemizing everything, getting everything sorted.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we've been doing quite a lot of stuff.
So let's touch on how we kind of started. Firstly, so getting into property. Firstly, how do you feel like the journey from the beginning was to where we are now, and what do you think the fundamentals are that you need to actually start property business?
Well, I think when we started the journey, we were brand new to this.
We were brand new. We didn't
know a thing.
anything,
didn't know what rent to rent was. Didn't know what management was. Didn't know what we knew what like some few terms like buy to lets and mortgages and stuff like that. But
I feel like we knew the older terms.
Yeah,
we knew the
absolutely.
basics of the older terms. Your dad did a lot of property as well.
Yeah,
and we always spoke about it when we were working together. Just to touch on how me and Kush actually know each other as well. We met when you were young, funnily enough, but we actually started working together when we were about 18.
Yeah.
And since 18. Then, me and Kush, we always talk about, we were at work, we knew that this wasn't the life for us. Yeah. I feel like we spoke a lot about business. Kush taught me just random little things like how to shake a hand like a man properly. You remember that?
Absolutely. We did quite a lot of stuff. But we used to talk about it on our lunch breaks, everything, but we just never knew. We went to uni together. Yeah. We went to, I think, Hertfordshire University. I did aerospace engineering.
I did business management.
And obviously, we then went into full-time work. Obviously, Gavin was also doing quite a lot in swim teaching as well. I started working for Rolls-Royce, and then
a big upgrade.
I know, massive upgrade, but it was just something that I wanted to do, and obviously you were getting to your level as well and finding out what your potential was. Yeah. And obviously we started the property business. We started with the Samuel Leeds.
Yeah, when did we start, and how soon after university did we start?
We started in 2022.
2022.
2022.
So I graduated in 21. I think you graduated
22.
But the way it worked is we started a book club, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Funnily enough, we had one more person as well, Sam. Shout out Sam.
Yeah.
But we just wanted to educate ourselves and learn more about how the rich kind of control their money, how they build wealth, because we saved up quite a lot of money, but we didn't know what to do with the money.
Yeah, COVID was a massive help. All of those things. We were saving up so much money, but we just didn't know what to do. We didn't know where to go. Gavin always had property in his mind, and I always had property in my mind because my dad always taught me property is king. You've got to, if you want to like get wealth, go into property. So but we never knew how to do it until I think Gavin one day went to just a duty-free conference or something.
Duty-free with my mum.
Yeah, that was
and
it.
Then, but what we read Think and Grow Rich and 10X Rule, and we were making notes and everything. And one of the key points was take action and take massive action. So when I saw this conference going on, we wanted to actually go to a property networking event as well. We were planning to to book one. And funnily enough, I just saw loads of people going into it. Then I met up with someone called Jazz, and yeah, she just sat me down. She explained me through the process, and she said, "Look, Samuel Leeds is the best educator in the property space." So I thought, okay, this is interesting. She talked me through it. I booked straight away onto just a free event, a free course. And I remember going home, I called Kush, and then we spoke. I explained it to him. We looked through his Instagram and everything. He looked very reputable. And yeah, there was a video of him and, don't know if you remember, him and Krept talking. And I think they did a deal together. And then me and Kush said, okay, cool. Went to this networking event. And from there, that was it. We just knew property was the way forward. The network is very essential.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just took action, got ourselves educated straight away, and networked the hell out of the property space, really.
Yeah, but even the vibes there was really, really good. Obviously, when we went there, we were very scared because I think me and
it's nerve-wracking. It's really. No, we had less. We had less
probably much less.
Yeah.
But we had somewhere. So to actually invest our savings, hard-earned money into Samuel Leeds' crash course, it was so scary. But we pulled the plug. We did it. We said, you know what, let's go for it.
How was that? How was making that decision to? Obviously, we've never invested that. It was around, let's say, 12 grand for the whole academy and everything.
Well, let's just say it took me about 5 months to tell my parents, so that we spent 12 and a half grand.
Would you say your parents were quite supportive at the beginning?
Yes and no. They were obviously, as any parent, they were very skeptical. But it's protection. They want to protect us and all of that. Obviously, they were like, is it going to work? You don't know nothing about property. You don't know how builders work. You don't know how this works, what mortgages, interest rates. So there was a lot of skepticism in that. And we finally actually, I think once we started to do it, and once we got our first property, everything, they started to see what was going on. And they realized, okay, this is how they're doing it. It works. They're making some money.
Yeah.
It's good. And after that, I think they just went across. How was your parents with it?
My parents were, to be honest with you, I never told them exactly what I was doing. I just wanted to kind of do it. Because I remember Samuel Leeds speaking at the conference, and he said, your family, they will support you, but some of them, they won't believe it until they see the money. Yeah. And then, like you said, when the money started to come in, I think they believed the process of, okay, this can actually work. And to be honest, they were really supportive. My sister was really supportive. She helps us with our accounts. Your dad helps us with the maintenance, the property stuff. So I think once both our families saw the money come in, the vision that we had for the space, our commitment to the game as well, especially leaving our jobs and everything, I think that showed, look, we're serious, we're ready to move forward, and we just want to make a successful future for us, future families, for our families as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was the main aim. And obviously now we've progressed. I'm not going to say we're up there with one of the best management companies, but we are trying. We're definitely progressing towards that. And we've done quite a lot. We've got 10 plus properties now managing in London.
And it's not been easy, guys. Just to let you know, it's not a simple process for all those people that are talking about. Yeah, you can get one rent to rent and be financially free. It's not the case. But what would you say a few little struggles or big struggles that we've had in the property space since we began?
I think because obviously when we started, there wasn't much like in systems or AI that people knew about. And we were like talking, when we started our first property, it was literally just putting on Airbnb, putting it on booking.com, and just watching the bookings come in. And there was
and
no
what a feeling that was though, watching that money come in. It was
exactly.
Like, whoa, this actually.
I think I still remember our first booking. We were finishing setting up, and it was 3 nights, and we got something around about £500 or 400 something pounds.
And you said to your mum, didn't you?
Yeah, I said to her
first booking.
And my mum was like, "Don't get excited. just don't get excited. Just it's only one booking. Let's focus on the rest." So yeah, we got everything systemized, but it was just watching the bookings coming in. We had no automated messages. We had no channel managers. We had nothing. We were just praying and hoping that it would work.
Yeah.
And it did work for a couple of months, 4 or 5 months, because it was the summer period back in the time. But when it got into winter, that's where it started to like plateau down. So I think then we got another property we recycled all our cash.
Yeah.
We got another property in Windsor. We then started getting properties under management. We got another one in Reading.
Yeah.
We had one in Canary Wharf, Paddington, and we just started growing scaling it up.
I think when we first started, like you said, the winter periods, that taught us a lot because obviously the first property is going well in the summer and everything. Winter started when we took on our second property in Windsor.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit scary, especially because Windsor's known for being really good in summer.
Yeah.
But in the winter periods, as we know now, you need to get kind of long-term bookings to make it very profitable.
Yeah.
Which we've got now. We've got a 6-month booking for this winter, and that's what we're preparing for. But we will touch on that on future episodes.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously the Windsor property, when we first had it, there wasn't many bookings in the winter, and it was a bit scary because firstly, our photography, it wasn't the best. We staged it to the best of our ability, but we never had an interior designer.
Yeah.
And I think it was valuable, us staging ourselves, to learn about it, but
we didn't even know the Airbnb algorithms. We didn't know nothing.
Yeah.
We just prayed and hoped.
But that's 100%, and we've learned a lot since then. But I think that's the best way, especially in the property space, to do things. Just do it. Take action.
Exactly. I think also touching on with it, I think we really processed everything. I think when we had our fifth one or sixth one, we sat down and it was starting to get overwhelming because we were both working full time and doing the business behind the scenes as well. And it was getting so much. We were messaging loads of people. We were trying to do all of this and that, and it was problematic. It was very tiring. Less sleep.
Absolutely.
Not eating properly. You know.
Oh, mate.
Even gym and stuff like that. It's like
it affects you 100%.
You can't get any sleep. You don't go gym, and
do you know what? During that staging process for Windsor, and we were setting up Kendrick Road as well. We have another Reading one under management. We were literally setting up. Eating was terrible, and I personally love the gym, so I feel like it affected me a little bit mentally, not going to the gym. You know, when you're just eating kind of rubbish food. We were both eating rubbish food, but that's just the process of it. You have to put in the work, and if you don't, then you watch things kind of just slide away, sort of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that was the thing, and then I think me and Gavin finally sat down after, I think once we had our sixth property, I think it was after a long week. And I said to Gavin, let's actually sit down and let's learn everything in the systems base.
100%.
Because obviously, I don't know, there's a saying where they say like millionaires create basically people to do the jobs for them, but billionaires create systems.
Yeah.
And you've got to be able to create systems to basically run the business while you sleep. That's the main aim.
Yeah.
So me and Gavin started actually focusing on just systems, nothing else. Didn't care about profit, losses, nothing like that. We just cared about how to systemize everything. So the automated messages, the channel managers, having everything in getting ID verifications, all of this stuff, the cleaners set up, all of that. And it took a good year, because obviously you do trial and error with quite a lot of different systems. 100%. The prices of different systems, you know. We went from Avivo to uplisting on the channel managers, then from uplisting to Hostaway. So you've got to always trial and error different things, and you finally get something that fits. So I think
it's good that you touched on the systems. We're going to develop more into that. We're going to probably dedicate a full episode to systems, because it's such a massive aspect in property, especially if you're looking like us and many other property entrepreneurs to scale your business. You cannot scale without systems, and you can't be in the business fully yourself. Otherwise, you're going to be focusing on the non-money making tasks.
Yeah, exactly.
When we want to focus on the money making tasks. So yeah, recently we have slowed down on this in the sense of focusing on too many different aspects of the business, but we've knuckled down on systems because it's so key in business. But yeah, we'll definitely touch on that. Let's talk about why this podcast now. Why are we doing this podcast and what we want people to gain from it?
Yeah, I think we've always spoken about potentially, we've always wanted to go on people's podcasts. That was the biggest thing. Yeah. We've always wanted to go. We went on the Samuel Leeds winner on Wednesday.
Amazing.
That was probably one of the best podcasts we ever been on.
And the only one.
And the only one. So anyone who wants a podcast, who wants us on their podcast, shout us out. We'll definitely come in. But I think that was one of the things, and we always wanted to basically teach other people as well, but we didn't want to run a course.
Yeah.
Because obviously we're not that high up. Yeah. We don't have 15 years experience.
100%. And I don't think, fair enough to people who are doing it and making other people successful, but if you haven't actually played the game yourself and you know the ins and outs and you're not the professional in that field, I personally don't think it's viable running a course to train people things that you don't know.
Absolutely. You know? Like, obviously, we got 10 plus properties. If we had 100 properties, we got for 7, 8, 9 years experience, then I could say, you know what, let's run a management course. We can, we can teach people along the way.
Or that it could happen in 2 years. You never know. We could probably get 100 in the next year.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. Obviously, we can. But now what we're trying to do, we're trying to teach people in a way of just our experiences.
Yeah. And
of our failures, of our positives.
One thing we always said from the beginning as well is help people and give free value, because when we were growing up, we never had... Social media was just getting there. We obviously lived in the old generation. But when we were 18, 19, there was a lot online, but there wasn't many people giving kind of free value, free experience to people. And I think that's one good thing that we do. From when we started, we release a lot of content on our Instagram, GK Alpha Property. Yeah. And a lot of people reach out to us for mentorship, advice. Mentorship, we kind of said we're not doing at the moment, but we were always happy if we have the time, which, we try our best to just give free value to people. And I think that's a way of even, bringing clients into us. If they show we're giving free value to people and everything like that, they're learning a lot. It shows that we're a professional in the field. It shows that we know what we're doing. So why not let us control your property and make it a profitable investment?
Yeah, exactly.
But as I was saying, I think to get to the point, give free value. We love giving free value to people. We love helping people because in the long run, first of all, it's just being nice. Yeah. People who don't have experience and they're growing up, they don't know anything about property, just like how we started. So yeah, we just like to be that help to people and give them
absolutely. Because in turn, we've helped people all the time. Just even by, like, we've got, like, just like, for example, we've just signed off on a new Peterborough property, which we'll get to later on. But that was just basically giving free help, free advice, and they wanted management after that because of the way we are and how helpful we can be.
Absolutely.
And it's like, even, for example, we take on we've always helped people. They messaged us on DMs or WhatsApp private message us, and they'll be like, how do we do this certain thing? Or what's the best way for taxes or this? And obviously we push them towards the professionals. So if it's like tax, we push them towards the accountants and to get professional advice.
But any experience that we've had, we'll
tell them. Yeah. If we've lost money, we'll tell them. We're like,
absolutely.
We've done bad on 100%. This part, but now we know not to do it.
Yeah. And one thing that in property that you have to do, what's one thing in property that you'd say you have to do, non-negotiable?
In what sense?
In terms of being a successful property entrepreneur and a successful property business.
I think the one thing
let's
you
say
have
for
beginners is basically, I'm gonna say there's a lot of things.
There's a lot, but one thing that
I say networking and getting the right contacts.
I was gonna say that as well.
Getting the right contacts, because I could have, like Samuel Leeds says sometimes, but I resonate with that a lot. 100 people, and that's 100 different ways of getting help, in a way.
Yeah.
Or there's 100 different ways of making money, or there's 100 different ways on sorting any problem you have, or sorting their problem out for you, basically. So the more contacts you have in different departments, like builders, mechanics, anything, all the contacts you build, you'll have help no matter what.
Yeah, I agree.
It will always be
in property, it's definitely a people's business, and
Hmm.
the more you network, they might know somebody that, personally for us, my property is underperforming. It's making £2,000 a month. We're making some properties £6,000 per month. So word of mouth, tell that person we're managing it. It's just networking is so essential in the business. Whatever you're doing in property, I think speaking to different people, they know somebody else, like I said. So I think, just be yourself, firstly, show your experience, be an expert in what you're doing, and you'll gain a lot of people that way. Social media is a massive thing as well.
Absolutely. Social media is powerful. Like just
networking events.
Also,
how many networking events should you be attending a month? How many do you think?
Well, I'm going to say that we do quite a lot of networking events, but we don't do enough of what we can do, obviously more. But I say you should do at least one minimum, or at least 2 to 3 per month. You should do, or one a week. That should be the basis.
Yeah, that should be the basis. To be honest, we're hitting sometimes once a month. We try to do 2 a month, but some months are a bit hectic as well. Hectic, so it's can't even fit it in. But I think another thing is discipline is very key. In property, being disciplined and organization, which we recently sorted out, like just being organized in every aspect, making everything clear.
Because when you're running a business, a normal 9 to 5, you go to a 9 to 5 job, you finish at 5 p.m, you go home, watch Netflix, chill, eat food, relax, go gym. But with this, if you don't work like 12 hours straight or whatever it is, if you're not working that hard, you're not going to make the money.
You won't make the money.
And that's it. You got to work. Like we've had days where we've woken up at like 7 a.m. in the morning or 6 a.m. in the morning.
That's every day for the last 3 weeks.
And doing work, starting off having meetings at 7 in the morning, making sure everything's systemized and done. And finishing at like 12 a.m.
I completely agree.
At night, non-stop.
And you know what? It's even finding time to eat, finding time to go gym.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that takes up time. So to touch on the subject of discipline, every day, me personally, I like to plan my days and plan the mornings, wake up early, spend an hour by myself, just go on a walk or, freshen up and everything, but just get your mind set, because we're on our phones for about 3/4 of the day. How many calls we make and everything. So
I checked my phone thing the other day. What was it? It checks like how much you use your phone per day. And guess how many hours I spend per day on my phone? Guess.
After 8 hours sleep, I'd say
there's 24 hours. There's 24 hours in a day.
I'd say 12.
You say 12?
Yeah.
I'm around about 10 and a half, 11 hours.
So that's the whole time you're awake.
That's the whole time I'm awake. I'm on my phone. But it's not, because on that you can check what you're actually using it for.
Okay.
So like if it was like Netflix, you could say you've used an hour on Netflix and all of that. I kid you not, host away and having like all of the Airbnb, Booking.com, Pulse, Extranet, all of that stuff. It's the main bulk of what's being done. And WhatsApp is the biggest one.
WhatsApp is, you're on that, on the calls every day to agents, investors, clients.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just how it is. And that's what a lot of people don't know when starting a property business. It's, if you do not put in the work, you will not get the results. So
exactly.
Starting off, this is what I mean. A lot of things on social media is glorified, which in property is really good for financial gains and everything like that. And networking, we love it in the sense of, it's a lot of us. We bounce off each other and we love speaking to people, connecting with people and helping people. But what a lot of people fail to realize is that you need to be doing the work every single day. And if you don't, if you miss, a few days, you're missing out on opportunities, you're missing out on business deals.
Yeah.
And in business, what do you need for it, especially property, to make it successful? Speed.
Yeah, speed. And also, it's the quickness, because I've seen deals go like that, literally go like that. Like, what was that deal? There was the Chelsea deal that we were going to go for. It's a bit upsetting we didn't get it, but it was...
we really wanted that one.
We really wanted that one. It was prime location and the rent was really, really good.
Yeah.
And there was 7 other people viewing the same day as we were. And we spoke to, I think we were like the 3rd people that viewed. We spoke to the agent and they said, if you get an offer to me by today, we will get it. We'll hopefully get you first in line. We managed to get an offer in, everything like that. Even though we got it on the same day, it still wasn't enough. And property went. So speed is important.
Speed is so essential as well.
Yeah.
All these little things. Yes, if you do not move with speed, you're going to lose out on deals, for example, that one, and you're going to miss out on opportunities.
Yeah.
The person who's the quickest wins a lot of the time.
Yeah. So, and the person who does the most calls.
The more calls you get, the more leads you get, the more
money you make. The more deals you secure, the more money you make.
And this is a lot of things that we're teaching our intern, who's doing really well as well at the moment. He's recently got his first deal over the line as well.
Yeah,
which has been amazing.
He did.
But that's another thing. He's been working really well in terms of speed, organization, and just taking massive action, connecting with agents, keeping in contact with the agents as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because agents, they can be your best friends in property.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
They definitely can be your best friend. They do. They can pass you on deals like our Windsor property. We got it from an agent, and he now passes us deals whenever he finds one.
Exactly. Before it hits the market. So we're getting off-market deals, which is a massive plus because he has that trust with us. And building trust with agents and showing that you're credible is massive, I think. So we have a few different agents. We've got actually a lot of agents now that are on our list who we just call every week.
Well, 50 plus.
Yeah, that's just London.
That's just London,
50 plus.
We haven't even entertained going up north yet, but if we do that as well, you're looking at hundreds of agents that you have on your list. And all of these people, if they know you and you speak to them every week, every month, and you start speaking to them all the time, everyone will know, okay, like for example, in London, quite a few agents know who GK Alpha is because we call all the time and we always do. So when everyone starts to know your name, they will pass deals on to that company. They'll know, okay, this company calls a lot. They're very enthusiastic. They're great. They do well. We show them our portfolio of what properties we got and the renovations that we've done. And then they just pass deals on. And that's how, if you're deal selling, you deal sell that way, or
No, I agree. So, like you're saying, and when you get one deal over the line with an agent and you show them it's doing well, which is what we did with that Windsor one, they keep passing you on deals. So it's like being a success kind of student for them.
Yeah.
They're getting their commission. You've got to look at it this way: you're providing the agents with a service. You're making them money. So as long as you're making it as easy for them as possible, in the sense of they're having no problems with rent. You're paying the rent on time. Maintenance issues, obviously, we sort out, but the agency also have a maintenance team.
Yeah.
If you're giving them no problems and they're happy, the landlord's happy, everyone's happy. So they'll continue passing on deals. They're making their money. So,
it's also just paying rent on time. That's one of the biggest things, isn't it?
Of course. If you're not, then they'll probably just chuck
I've heard people that, that have missed payments, and it can cause problems because then literally they start getting arrears added to it, interest added to it, and then next thing you know, their profits are not adding up. And I've heard a few stories on that. I don't know who, but I have heard a lot of stories that people do miss payments. There are problems that do happen, and we've seen it. We've been through some of these problems. Obviously, that's why we're here to share it out, basically.
Yeah, and we're going to be sharing a lot in the next loads of episodes, how many episodes we do.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the podcast. So this podcast, who's it for and who will benefit for it?
So this podcast is basically for everyone, anyone who's looking to get into serviced accommodation, who either don't understand serviced accommodation, or they want to learn a little bit about serviced accommodation but don't know where to go or don't know what to do. So we're basically here to help everyone. If you're a beginner, a newbie, or even if you're well up there and you just want some, hints and tricks, it's still a very good place to be, to basically talk about.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think a lot of people, as we were touching on earlier, to get to the point, do not talk about the problems in property in general. Service accommodation, a lot, as whoever's in the industry knows about the problems that are involved. But in other aspects, we're going to have some we're gonna have different types of guests: people in property development, people in commercial sourcing, people in just different aspects of the property space that I think is going to provide value for us, provide value for everyone else watching as well.
Yeah,
and it's going to be really insightful.
And we're going to also get some guests on here, hopefully, in the next podcasts coming down the line.
So let us know what type of guests you want on our on the podcast and what kind of content you'd like to learn from.
Yeah,
It'd be interesting.
definitely.
Just comment below, and
we'll see who we can bring, but I think it'll be some good guests coming on
here.
Yeah,
we've got a few in the pipeline.
We got very good few in the pipeline, so they're going to give the best value as well. And with our value as well, you're getting basically the ultimate package coming to you.
Yeah, can't wait for it.
Yeah,
but people, obviously, the people watching it, they're looking to learn. Is there any type of age bracket, or is it kind of?
So I think quite a lot of people that are looking to get into Airbnbs are actually quite young now compared to what it used to be.
Yeah.
So there's quite a lot of 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds.
Do you think that's because it's glorified on social media?
Yeah, I think social media has a big part to play in that because everyone shows the most positive stuff about Airbnb. Oh, we're making thousands of pounds. This is one booking for £5,000. This is one booking for £3,000 we got the other day. And it shows them that it's working, that they're making this money. Yeah. And it's quite easy to see that, through social media, that this is working, this is good money, everything. So we're getting quite a lot of young people that are coming in. So I'm going to say the age brackets that are coming in is around about from even 16. Some of them are 16. A lot of them
are really young.
16 years old, all the way up to about 21 years old that are coming in.
Yeah.
But I think we're targeting all age range because you're basically teaching the 16-year-olds that it's not what it's all about. It's all about other things as well.
Even the older age bracket.
Yeah, even the older age brackets, because there's landlords out there that want to get into service accommodation.
Yeah.
And I've spoken to many landlords that want to get into it, but they either just don't know how to get into it, or because of like their mortgages or head leases are two different things, that they got a buy-to-let mortgage or a buy-to-let head lease. It's a bit more problematic that they can't do it, because if they do it and they get caught, that's a problem.
It's a problem.
They face a fine. They can even lose their landlord license, worst case scenario.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So that's a problem. And I think it's also to educate them that, because people always get worried that, people are going to trash my property. People are going to come into the property and destroy my things. They're going to ruin the property. It's going to look awful.
Yeah.
Parties, drugs, alcohol. There's going to be loads of
and
stuff.
We've heard many horror stories. And it happens, but there's ways of stopping that from happening.
Yeah.
And to mitigate the risk. Which
ID verifications, getting everything all systemized.
The noise detectors, the ring doorbells,
key safes.
We have a whole verification and check that.
Yeah.
So I'm touch wood, but we haven't had any problems for how long? It's been, I can't even remember, to be honest.
I think the last time we had a big problem was probably about a year and a half ago, 2 years.
What was that,
maybe. Canary property. Oh, yeah. That's the only problem.
That was a booking.com.
Yeah, that was a one-night booking that we made a mistake on, and we let them in, and then next thing you know, we had quite a lot of people show up.
I told you when they booked that.
Yeah, I know.
I can see there's a potential risk, because what happened was, we'll just give you a little backstory. So a guest booked last minute, and I like calling the guests, especially if they're booking for one night, just to kind of feel who they are. And the name, let's just say it was Paul. The name was, I called up, I said, "Hey, Paul." And then the guy on the phone, he sounded like a 18-year-old. He was just basically confused. He was like, "Huh? Who's this? And then I said, hey, is this Paul? You booked my property." And then he said, "Oh, yeah." So then that gave me a red flag. And I told you straight away, but it was late at night.
It was late at night, and I thought, you know what, let's just take it and keep an eye on it on the Ring doorbell and just see what happens. And we told him that we didn't want no parties, nothing. And then at the middle of the night, you start seeing your Ring doorbell pings and pings and pings, and you're like, oh crap. And then we had to sort it out.
Yeah, we got them out.
Got them out. Everything. Cleaners came in, and they had to. I think we lost a bit of money on the cleaning fee because they had to charge us double.
And they took the key as well.
They took the key as well.
So we had to replace the key and everything. But yeah, that was a massive lesson for us. And the reason that hasn't happened for a year and a half now
is because our systems are
airtight.
airtight.
We do full ID verifications,
Yeah.
and our ID verifications are top level. They have to match they have to take a selfie picture, and it does. I think it's AI that just matches it together.
and then matches it
If
together.
it doesn't give them checking details.
Yeah, they
So,
got to take a picture of their ID,
Yeah.
picture of themselves, and then it matches, and it'll give you a percentage if the faces match in correlation. So the percentages, if it's like 99%, it's absolutely fine. But when it goes, I think below 80%, then they send you an alert and they say that this person is doesn't match, and then you have to verify them yourself manually. So you can always do that, but it's a very good way of catching people out, because some people, I don't know if people have seen it, but there's loads of people that actually, they'll book it on one name, but then they'll send an ID verification
Yeah.
of another person. Sometimes it's like a couple,
yeah,
and sometimes it's that, and it all flags it up. So it's really, really
it's
good.
really good. Yeah, 100%. I think, yeah, that's been one key part of ensuring our systems are airtight, and it stopped us going out of our way to constantly check this, check if the guest is who they say they are, and it saved us a lot of time. And in property, time is money. We're dedicating our time now to focus on money-making tasks, where the last year we were doing a lot of tasks that we didn't kind of have to do, but we were doing just because we didn't have a professional virtual assistant on our side, which now we're working on and everything. But yeah, it's just creating systems and ensuring everything's in place. So we cut out all these horror stories. Guys, share with us any horror stories that you've had with previous experiences. We'd love to see it and just see how we can even help you or anything that you've been through. That would be very interesting to see. But yeah, let's go on one harsh truth about property, Kush. So what would you say one harsh truth is that nobody knows?
It's not all sunshine and rainbows out there. It's sleepless nights. It's a lot of headache. It's a lot of things running through your head every day.
In what sense? Let's get into it.
So I think, like, even with me, like, I was telling my girlfriend this. I was telling my family this as well. My head, like, it's non-stop. It just keeps going and going and going. Even when I go to sleep, sometimes you can't sleep because you're thinking about, how can I make this better? How can I do this? It's just constant, and it's always there in my head. Like even just going out sometimes, like, let's say I'm out with my friends or anything, I'll be sitting there watching the TV or the football or something.
Yeah.
But in the back of my head, I'm thinking, okay, I need 5 more bookings for this property to make it about £1,500 profit. How am I going to get that 5? What am I? You start doing all of that, so you got to prepare for that as well. There's a lot of things that will go through your head mentally. You got to prepare yourself mentally.
No, 100%. I think that's a positive though.
No, it's a positive because you're basically
determined. You're
dedicated.
You've got a tunnel vision to go for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, what we've recently done, cause I've had similar experiences where you're overthinking stuff. But the things that I've been overthinking, it's been some aspects that I'm just not doing. So what we've done recently as well, we've created lists of what to do every single day for the past 6 months.
Yeah.
And keeping everything organized to the most important tasks. I watched something the other day, actually. It was from a very rich entrepreneur. I forgot the name, but one of his keynotes was just write a list of what you have to do daily and get them done. When you write a list, you have a clear structure in place.
More productive.
And it makes you way more productive. Whereas when we first started, we were doing so many different things at once, and they were just very unimportant tasks.
Yeah.
Do you know? Do you understand?
Because, yeah, exactly. What was it? I saw another one actually between signal and noise. I think it was with was it Steve Jobs?
Okay.
Signal and noise. It was like,
I sent you that, I think.
Yeah, I think you sent it to me, and it was really good because I looked at it, and basically he cuts out all the noise and focuses on the signals, which will progress to the top. So let's say your 10 most important tasks of the day, making sure your cleaners are in check, doing all of this, make sure all the messages have been those are like the signals. They're the tasks that you got to do. The noise is calling your friend, making sure your family are okay. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but like, just like, doing tasks that don't make money or don't improve your business, those are the noise. So basically, you cut out the noise and you focus on those signals that will improve your business and scale your business.
Give me an example of a signal.
A signal. So a signal could be. Oh, that's a good question. Let me think of a signal. So a signal could be like making a new listing for Airbnb. That could be a signal because that will increase your bookings.
Okay.
So that's like one signal.
Yeah.
So that will increase your bookings, that will increase your productivity, but it will also increase your money coming in, your flows, your occupancy, everything. So that is a clear signal.
Got you.
But a noise could be, a noise.
Is it like a distraction?
Yeah, like a distraction.
Okay.
Like, basically just watching TV. That's like a noise.
So doing something that you shouldn't be doing.
Yeah. Like, watching Netflix.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
I think I understand because I remember sending this to you as well. It was like you said, creating something that will better your business. And I feel like by doing that as well, it compounds onto different aspects of your business and makes it more successful. So like we spoke about earlier, the more work you put in, the more you get out.
Yeah.
And the more effort you put into your business, you're going to see the results sooner rather than later. It's not a get rich scheme. It's a full-time business. You need to build that credibility with people, build that trust with people. And it's a long-term game, which people don't understand. It's a business.
You're doing generational wealth. That's what you're aiming to do.
That's what we're aiming to do.
That's what we're aiming to do, is generational wealth. It's not just for us. It's basically for our future kids, for their future kids. It's all going to be... Like, it's all a long-term plan.
And that's our goal. And to be fair, other people, fair enough, some people just want to make an additional income per month, which is totally fine if they want to make an extra £2,000 per month, £5,000 per month.
Yeah.
And that's life-changing.
That is
They
life-changing.
can work a job and earn that much.
They can go out on holiday with their kids.
Yeah. Think about it. If they get 2 good rent-to-rent deals, extra 5K in Prime Central, they're making £5,000 profit per month while working their job. They could be earning around £7,000-8,000 per month just by having 2 rent-to-rents.
Look at our Paddington landlord.
Yeah.
He's killing it now. He's making like, I think, £6,000-7,000 in revenue per month, but he's making like 2-3 grand extra in profit-wise for himself. And now he's going on holidays. You can't get in touch with the guy because he's always on holidays.
We're trying to organise a meeting with him
for like a week, and he's always on holidays. And that's the power of Airbnb. If it's done right and it's done properly, you can do all of this stuff.
Absolutely.
It's freeing up all of these landlords' time. So,
absolutely.
Like,
what was he earning before? He was earning so somebody was going to give him guaranteed rent £2,200.
And he was, I think his actual expenses was around just under 2 grand. I think it was like £1,900 to £2,000 was his expenses.
Yeah.
But now, instead of he's making £200 profit maybe.
Yeah, with that previous one. But now, how much is he making? Around 2,700.
2,700, something like that.
After all expenses.
Especially in the summer, it's so much more right now. Yeah. But in the winter,
even the winter period, we've got our winter booked up. Basically,
yeah, we do.
Next 2-3 months, that Paddington occupancy is literally over 70%. So if we get that to 90%, winter's packed. He's profiting all year round.
Yeah, he is profiting all year round. And he can now enjoy himself. He can go with his kids and all of that, spend time with them. And that's one of the things landlords want, but they're too scared to do quite a lot. And that's why we're here to show you guys that it's not as scary as you think. It can be done properly. It's just got to be handled professionally.
By the right team.
And the right systems in place.
Right system, right communication as well.
Exactly.
So, that's why we pride ourselves, just being the best in that sense. And we always give our best as well, which is another thing that our landlords like. But like you said, it's freed up their time. It's completely hands off. He's flying out. He's enjoying his time with his kids.
Yeah.
And there's other people who have rent-to-rents and we're managing it for them. Completely hands off. Yeah. They have their 9-to-5s or whatever, but they're just there in peace, watching the money come into their account at the end of the month, stress-free, which is amazing.
And it's like loads of people, they want to scale their business, but they don't have the time to scale because they're focusing on that one property. So once they realize, okay, yes, we're going to pay us a fee to manage the property, but it's worth it to pay a little bit more of a fee than just to actually be heads on in there,
yeah.
and then scaling that way. So
because we're taking the stress off them. They're saving so much time, so much stress, and they're taking a little bit of a hit on the management, but they're going to be making free money basically. Obviously, there are times where, like you touched on, winter periods, it's a little bit less depending on the area, depending on the occupancy, etc. But yeah, we always thrive to get the highest occupancy and everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm going to go through one hard truth as well. And I'd say getting the right cleaner in place for especially service accommodation and Airbnbs. They can be your power team.
They can make or break your business.
They can make or break. And we've had it where they've not broken our business at first with our first Windsor cleaner, but they never put the right effort and energy into the property, and that reflected on our bookings and the reviews. So the hard truth was we were getting negative reviews when we started with Airbnb with Windsor.
Place was dusty. There was the stuff in the bins. There was all sorts, and I think that was a massive problem. And having the right cleaner, and having a cleaner that's also a maintenance person as well,
game changer.
It's like the jackpot. It's the creme de la creme of cleaners, because they can do both, and it's really good. So now, both of our cleaners, especially for London, and especially for like our Windsor ones, Reading ones, all of that, the two cleaners, they both have maintenance, key aspects to maintenance as well.
They have a maintenance team. Our Windsor one is basically a maintenance man and a 10 out of 10 cleaner as well.
Yeah, exactly.
He's making our life
so much
easier. And with service accommodation Airbnb, it's essential. If you do not have the best cleaner and maintenance team that can reply to issues quickly and efficiently, then it'll break your service accommodation business. That will lead to bad reviews. That will lead to your listing pushed down in the algorithm. And that will...
And you develop a relationship. Like even the Windsor one, Windsor cleaning person, every time there's like a light bulb needs changing or something, he never charges us for it. He would just quickly do it. It's a 2-second job. But it's like if you hire a maintenance man on his own just to come down,
they could charge how much?
They could charge you 50, 60 quid just to change a light bulb.
In London,
if you're not there, if you can't do it yourself, and that will take profit out of your thing. But building a relationship, we've known this cleaner for almost a year and a half now, and we've properly built such a good relationship with him. He does stuff for us on house, and it's absolutely perfect. Same with the London ones as well. They do stuff as well. If we need them to fix a light bulb, or if we need them, can you please add more toilet roll or add more fairy liquid or something, they will do it. They'll get it done.
You're completely right. So look, we're here to scale our business. We're here to grow in knowledge, in network, and in different aspects of our property. So this has been a really, really good first episode.
First episode done, and we're going to be hopefully really progressing. And like we said, there are guests coming, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
And they're going to be taking you through different aspects of serviced accommodation, but also other aspects as well, which we will let you know sooner than later.
Thank you for watching the Property Talk podcast. My name's Gavin.
My name's Kush.
And we'll see you next week. Like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.